Hey guys, what is going on? It is Razgs here, and welcome to episode 11 of the Brexit show. Today we've got very big news that the EU and the United Kingdom have reached an agreement on a Brexit deal. So yesterday's Brexit show we spoke about, what went down yesterday and the Brexit negotiations and how Donald Tusk said that he believed it was close. Today we've obviously agreed a deal. Now, what do I think of the deal? Now, I haven't read and seen everything of it, but from what I've heard, there are certain things where I'm like, are we seriously doing this part of the deal? Like, I think we don't get back our fishing waters. We still follow EU law, and there's a regularity alignment. But also in the deal, we can make our own trade arrangements, and the EU law is apparently just set on, according to Jacob Rees-Mogg, it's on, let's say money, but us sending money to the European Union, because I believe the 39 billion is in there, which again isn't making me happy. Obviously there's going to be law over that, and the ECJ overseeing that circumstance. However, I want Brexit done now, and I'm supporting this deal. It's not the best deal, but it's not the worst, and I don't think it's as bad as Nigel Farage is making it seem to be. And I just think when this is done, people like the Lib Dems trying to frustrate it, and that it will just end. There'll be none of this is Brexit happening. And a massive thing about this deal, it brings certainty to businesses. Now, when you think about all the businesses that are uncertain at the moment of what's going on, this deal will bring that certainty. But the Remainer rebels in Parliament are not helping, because what I've seen is, and I will double check on this, but apparently the second referendum vote has been granted. That MPs win bid to vote on second referendum. So if we look here, Oliver Letwin has had a successful attempt to have a second vote, but it literally got 287 votes and 275 voted against it. Now, when you think there's more MPs in there, that really, those 12 votes could be obviously overturned very quickly. And yeah, I don't think a second referendum will get through viewing those numbers. But what Sir Oliver Letwin, I'm not going to call him Sir, said the plan would allow MPs to move any amendment to the government's proposal and for them to be voted upon if selected by Speaker John Bercow. He suggested that it could loophole in the so-called Ben Act, which requires the PM to seek a Brexit delay if he does not have a deal by 19th of October. So what I'm confused on, apparently there's a loophole for the Remainers but no loophole for Brexiters. And now I'm wondering, so it says if we don't have a deal by the 19th of October we have to send a letter. Now we have a deal, surely that renders this law null and void, because let's say they vote it down on Saturday, or I don't know, if you get past that date and the deal, and then maybe it gets voted down Saturday, but Boris says we're going to put it back for Monday, and there's a vote on Monday or whatnot. Boris works around it past the 19th. When we're literally past the 19th, surely Boris doesn't have to send the letter anymore. because it says if we don't have a deal by the 19th of October, you know, Boris has to send an extension on that day. Where if he has a deal on that day, but then a day later he doesn't, what happens then? And what I've been working out in my head the past couple of days, so if Boris doesn't send a letter, then Corbyn said on Sky they would go the legislative route, taking parliamentary action, or a motion of no confidence. Now, I may be wrong, but I believe it will take 14 days for a there's only right. So in 14 days there has to be a government that can command a majority in a vote of confidence. So if Johnson just sits there for the 14 days, so let's say they call that confident motion on the 20th, 21st, 22nd, 23rd, you know. If Boris sits there for 14 days, we leave the European Union without a deal. So there are ways he could get around this deal, this law, and force through a no-deal Brexit. But yeah, I see Nigel Farage's argument, but I also believe he is a bit too much hateful of the deal, and I think he is also quite anti-Boris for some reason. I don't think the deal is perfect, but it gets us out of the European Union. It's better than Theresa May's deal. I say we take it, enact it, and just let the Brexit argument end and bring certainty to business. Because at the moment MPs are putting themselves first. They're not putting like the people first. You know, all this Brexit confusion and that is just frustrating businesses because they have no idea what's going on. So but my message to Parliament is get this act together, vote for the deal, put it through, and bring this to an end. Accept that the people voted to leave the European Union and enact the result as you promised you would throughout the referendum. So anyway, that is it for this quick video Brexit show today. Boris has got his deal. It's going to be voted on Saturday, and MPs have won a battle to have a vote on a loser's vote. So thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you soon with another video. Cheers and goodbye.